Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly energy update with me. My name is Kristine Troesch. I am an embodiment practitioner that lives and works in Anchorage, Alaska primarily, as well as all over the world. What I do is I'm an embodiment practitioner. I am an energy worker and an LMT, and I do live in Anchorage, Alaska, but do a lot of work distantly with my clients. And I basically work with women to teach them, support them, guide them to own their voice, claim their truth, claim their value, so they can elevate their own lives, elevate their families and their communities around them. And so I want to talk a little bit about the agenda today. The weekly energy updates are typically kind of like the pulse that I'm noticing in my community up here, I'm noticing globally. But today we're going to take it a little bit different direction, and I'm a couple days late posting today, so I'll tell you about that too. So Saturday I had my live energy clearing event, and I had quite a few people join in on that. And basically what that was it was a live online event that was free, and so you were able to access me directly for a live energy clearing. I did it in a big group. And it was really awesome. And so I did that on Saturday. And so I really was integrating the rest of the weekend from that event and just letting myself celebrate that and just feel the truth of that clearing, because it also clears me as well as I do the clearing for others. So what I'm going to talk about is that clearing, kind of what that was, a recap of that. And then we'll talk a little bit about movement forward, some energies that I'm noticing shifting in this week and for the rest of the month, and then kind of what you can do about that. So the energy clearing on Saturday was really powerful. There was multiple layers that we cleared. So it started off with just some interesting programming, beliefs, thought forms that were in everyone's minds of, just like, who am I? Am I allowed to do this? A lot of questions about, like, are they even in the right direction? That was coming up a lot. And there was about 4 or 5 layers of this. So there was quite a bit of just a lot of heaviness and imprinting and beliefs that were not theirs and not mine. And so it was really powerful to see that clear. And one of the interesting things, as I was noticing deeper and deeper levels of this kind of into the core of our being, I was noticing a lot of pain and rejection pieces happening. The deepest layer that we kind of went to on Saturday was this pain point of rejection on specific traumas of the people that were in the group that basically reflected when they showed up, when they did finally step into who they were, they shared themselves in a really open way, how they were rejected and abandoned. And so that was really, really powerful to clear. A lot of emotions coming up for people, a lot of energies leaving, a lot of pain leaving the body. And it was beautiful to kind of get to that core root of the issue for the people that were in the clearing, because that's kind of the biggest block, is that we said, oh, well, I've done that and it didn't work, right? And so for the participants that were there, it was really powerful to clear that trauma that happened, of saying, like, that did happen. It was tragic and it was sad that you had to feel that pain of rejection, and you know what, that's not happening again. We get to choose differently. We get to still show up and know that our people are out there, and so that was the most encouraging thing, I think, for sure. And so it was really interesting to see comments, and I did leave some time for Q&A at the end. And a lot of the ladies that commented were really talking about, like, wow, this was like a powerful release. I was crying, I was sobbing, like there's a lot of tingly ness that people were experiencing still. What else? Oh, and a lot of pain leaving the body. So there was one lady, so she had a lot of pain on her left side, and that mostly dissipated. And so there was still some pain at the end. And, I just encouraged, like, does take time. And so when we do clear the energetic body, it takes time for our physical body to catch up. It is not as fast. Like, our cells repair really quickly, but not as quick as energy shifts. So giving the body time to integrate, which is what I did as well. And so that's kind of why I didn't post yet this weekend, because I needed time to integrate. It was a very powerful clearing. I had a lot of energy afterwards, but I knew that I needed to let myself fully receive that as well. The clearing was really, really great, and I love doing them because especially for people who have never experienced them, they are really powerful. And you don't need to be particularly visual to experience a clearing. They work anyways. It's just curious to see what shows up. And especially when I do one-on-one clearings, like I do with my one-on-one clients, it's really powerful because we get to go down to the nitty-gritty and really track those cords, track those attachments, and like cut them and get them out of you. So really, really cool. So a little bit about moving forward then. I was tuning this today, and it really does, like, things are just kind of like smoothly shifting this year. There's a lot of like stark contrast that's happening, particularly around people around you. Like I noticed last week for me, I'm using myself as an example because I feel like I'm in the eye of the storm. And so some of you may feel that as well too, or you may be in the storm. And so I kind of feel like there's a lot of like whoosh around me that's happening. People are having a lot of emotions, a lot of really powerful experiences, awarenesses. I am just rocking life. So you can kind of have both things. And that's completely okay. Like they're teaching you equally so in both directions. But the truth that's happening right now around that, so whether you feel like you're calm and everybody around you is like going through some drama, or you are going through some drama and you're like, I need the calm. It's really about intentional action forward. It's always about that this year. But it's really about opening yourself to new perspectives, new opportunities, doing things differently, and really showing up in a new way to express yourself. So self-expression is key here, but doing it in a really new, heart-aligned way. Not forcing, not pushing, and really stepping up and seeing how that's received and seeing who gets to receive that. And that's really powerful too. And so the movement forward for this week, the pulse that I'm really feeling is just tune into how do you want to express yourself this week? What is calling you to share? What is calling you to be shared? I guess is how I should say that. And just let yourself do that and just watch who shows up. Because that's the key. It's like when I say that a lot to clients, I say, okay, I want you to express, like, say your truth in a compassionate, powerful way. Show up in a new way this week that you never allowed yourself to fully express, for example. People will say, sometimes I get this from clients that say, well, I did that, but like this person didn't respond well. Okay, what about the people that did respond well? Who are they? Focus on them because they're teaching you that like, whoa, that's valuable. Oh my gosh, that wisdom is so powerful for me. Like, thank you so much for sharing. Those people are going to show up in resonance. Find that commonality, that common thread with them and see what that teaches you. Some people just aren't ready. Some people, like I said, like last week, like they're just dropping off or just not experiencing that alignment. And that's okay. You know, we get to shift and grow, and the people that shift and grow with us can be different and will be different, and you need to allow that to happen. And so, you know, if the energy clearing, if you missed the energy clearing, I'm so sorry, it was amazing. Or if this resonates with you, feel free to go ahead and book your consultation call with me. I'll put that down below. Because this work lights me up. I love working one-on-one with clients. I love digging deep into like clearing all this crap out, the mindset shifts, like getting your beliefs right back on track, getting rid of stuff that is like not you, like that's mom stuff, get rid of that, like you don't need that, and really aligning with who you really are, owning your truth and claiming that and speaking it freely. And you know, the biggest way that this happens is through accountability. It's essential to have your people with you. And so if this resonates with you, or you're resonating with me a little bit and you want to talk more about that, then jump on a call with me. That's the easiest way to know if we're aligned, if we want to work together. So I'm going to put that down below. And next week I'll definitely do more of a nitty-gritty energy update as well. But I really just wanted to talk about the energy clearing and how palpable it was, and that they really can be super, super powerful. And grateful to all of you that joined for the clearing as well. So like I said, go ahead and book your consultation call with me if this resonates with you. And I would love to talk to all of you soon. Bye.